So here we have, what is this? This is part 4, I think, of the restoration. Well, it's actually part 3, but I by accident deleted part 2, I think, and I can't get it back. Nothing important on it. I got the, as I mentioned, it could have been on the first video, it could have been on that second video I didn't mention, which doesn't exist anymore. I had the gib key flush to the, it was flush, straight flush to the flywheel. More of a woodruff key. Anyway, I couldn't get that off, so I thought, well, the only way I can do it is press it out. I can't actually get on the gib key. I daren't weld a little bit on it because it wouldn't really hold. So anyway, I set up a little jig, and with the crank facing down, and with this end, I think this is the, yeah, this is the flywheel side, up. And on a little jig I made, and I got an extra long drill bit, which was that long, could have been a 4 inches maybe, 4 inch drill bit, just long enough to, it could have been a 6 inch actually. I can get my hands on long drill bits. Anyway, I drilled out what I could of the gib key. I slipped by accident, as you could see, and took a chunk out there. That doesn't matter, I'm not too fussed. I drilled that out, and then on this jig I got a, what was it? I think it was just a little strip of white metal, and wrapped it over the end of the, so I've got a runny nose, over the end of the crank, and just hammered it through. Since I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't drilled out the key, because then I could, as you all would know, you crack the flywheel. But since I drilled it out, the flywheel key can collapse into itself, meaning that when you you're pushing the crankshaft back through, the key, well, no, it doesn't press on the keyway, and the only point of the weakest point is the hole. So more or less the flywheel key crumples up into the hole. Sorry, I haven't got the flywheel key. I've actually lost it in the process of doing that. It probably did disintegrate or whatever, but yeah, it came out with a couple of blows. Started moving straight away with the first blow, but yeah, that's working fine. What else? As it is a vacuum set, I thought I better sorry about the bad camera work. I went and purchased this vacuum gauge, which is regulated in inches per whatever that means. I found some little pipe fittings that we had laying around. This is, as you can see, it is inch. The tubing that comes off the vacuum pump is inch when you see it. It's still in primer. I haven't even got around to doing anything else with it. But yeah, that's the vacuum gauge I've got. That's staying safe. Little side project with the Lister D that's on the outside of my shed. I came across this little I forgot what they're called. I think they're the same dynamos they use on the Jap generating sets. I think they're GECs or GCEs. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, So here it is. This was the original pulley I had on it. I think it was driven by a little Stuart, but I was just giving it with just the dynamo. I thought, well, if I'm going to run it off the flywheel, I could run it off a V-bar, which I have done before with the alternator, which is now knackered. I thought, well, to go in with a bit in keeping, I thought I've got this flat belt, and if I make a bush, which I have made, oh, this is poor lighting, I can, well, the bush will hold. Get a torch. No. Okay. There you go. So yeah, you have that. It's got a little bit of grease on it because I've just put it on, and just so it comes off a bit easier. One grub screw. I mean, yeah, one flat grub screw there, and on this I put a keyway at the other side. I didn't do the keyway all the way because I couldn't. Yeah, so I put the keyway in, and I've got another grub screw and the whatever it's called, that little tab that sticks up, so it won't twist. This is the pulley. It's the red pulley you can see. That's an original casting, not an original casting. That's a press fit onto the collar I made. So yeah, that'll work. Yeah, well, that's all I've got to update on the engine. That's the cylinder head. Haven't done anything with that. Sort of cleaned it. I probably need to clean it more, but I don't think it really matters. It's not really that bad. I've had the cylinder heads all been in bits, and I've had the valves out and the cam out, but I don't think I've ever taken. I haven't taken any pictures of that. And the other issue is I've put it all back together now. So I'm just going to leave that alone and ignore that for now. Trolley at the back there. That's what the cast iron base is going to be mounted on. And yeah, I'll show you the cast iron base. Right. This is the. I think this is part of part 3 or part 4. I think it's part 4 actually. Anyway, here we are in the painting room. I have stripped all the, well, apart from the cast iron base, the cylinder block and the cylinder head, I've stripped everything down and I've got it all now in primer. The ones at the back have already had 2 coats because that was the pump. Well, some of it was the pump, and that was the one I did first. So I thought I might as well do it before it goes rusty. This is what's rest. What is rest of the what is left of all the little components for the Wolseley. So I've got the flywheel side bearing, oil filler, carburettor, and all that stuff. So here we have the cast iron base. We'll finish off on the base. As you may have noticed where the marks are, where this is where the vacuum pump itself mounts. The flywheel comes at this side. Now, if I was thinking right, why wouldn't the flywheel come over at that side? Because the pump is there with the pulley this side, and the pump comes out here. And then you've only got 2 mounting bolts here, and there's no mounting bolts here. So, in my mind, what I think, a very long time ago, I'm keeping it like this. The engine has been changed. So, because I think originally the engine, not the engine, the pump was mounted on them bolts there. You can't tell it was, but I think it was. The flywheel of the original engine was in there, and also that proves the point. That's one of the bolt holes for the Wolseley, and there's another bolt hole that actually hasn't been drilled, and there should be another bolt hole round about there for the Wolseley, and then there's a bolt hole with a thread in it. But then there's also these holes, oh no, not that one. That one and that one, and they've got residue of thread. So I believe, well, looking at the size of it, it could be a Ruston, in my mind, little PB or something. But anyway, that's what I think. You can give your words on it. I'll probably make a template of the original and go around when I take it out for the rallies. I'll take the template with me and I'll see what the base, where the bolt holes are for the base, and I'll maybe in later times I may replace the engine. But yeah, hope you like the video, and look out for more updates. Okay, cheers.